Most of us have goals that we want to achieve and things in our daily lives that would bring us closer to that goal. So whether you've been finding it so hard to stay consistent with the gym or with going to sleep early or with drinking enough water or maybe quitting smoking or whatever it is, there is a specific way to think about going into these things that, again, will actually create that long-lasting change. James Petraska created the trans-theoretical model of change, and this highlights 5, or technically 6, but it kind of depends on the situation, stages of change that somebody has to go through in order to create that long-lasting change. The first stage is pre-contemplation. This is when you're not really thinking seriously about taking action on your goal, achieving your goal, implementing your goal. It's when maybe someone else is telling you you should do something, or you're feeling like you probably should, but you don't feel motivated. Then we move on to stage 2, which is contemplation. This is when your goal feels a little more realistic. You're like, wait, like, maybe I could do that. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to do that. Then we have stage 3, which is preparation. This is when you are looking up things. Maybe you ordered a new workout outfit. You are looking up recipes. You're asking people what their experience has been. And then we have stage 4, which is action. This is when you are actively trying. This is when you're putting in that work. You are setting your alarm. You're putting it in your schedule. You're keeping track. You're making it happen for yourself. And then we have stage 5, which is maintenance. And this is where it kind of becomes second nature to you. And you have different things that work for you to maintain this habit or goal. It's also important to note that you can fall back in the stages of change. You know, life happens. Sometimes something really stressful happens and you want to revert back to your old habits out of comfort. And that's just like what you knew. That's what is going to soothe you. So it's not completely linear all the time. Like, we're going to fall back. And that's why this maintenance stage is about knowing what, I don't know if it's necessarily what your triggers might be, but just basically knowing what you're going to do if a barrier comes up. And again, it's pretty much second nature, but you still have things that, you know, keep you on that road. Stage 6, which is kind of like not always applicable, is termination. And this is when it's truly just part of your life. You don't really need to think about it anymore. It's just like the new you. An example of where you wouldn't use this stage is like with addiction. Addiction recovery is a lifelong process, and you always need to have the tools available to, you know, fall back on for support and for getting you through tough moments. So that's like kind of not always part of it. But so what helps us move from pre-contemplation to action, to maintenance, to even just contemplation? The biggest thing, and this is what I really focus on in my health coaching with clients, with you guys, is finding your why. Because think about it, if somebody else is telling you to do something and you're not ready to do that thing, and then you feel that guilt, like, I should be doing it, they're right, or like, I should do this for my family, I should do this for my partner, that motivation is external. It's not coming from within you because you want to and believe that you can do something or change. It's coming from something else. Or you're like scrolling on TikTok, you see a girl, it's like, oh my God, body goals, or like, I wish I could be like that. But if you don't take it deeper and like, this is what I would see for myself, and like, this is how this would benefit me if I like went to the gym like that, or ate like that, or thought about things like that. It's not deep, you know, it's just like, oh, like a comparison, and it doesn't really go anywhere. So tapping really into your why and getting deep with it. Like, how are you going to feel if you go through with this? What is your ideal vision? How is this going to affect those around you? And I think especially things that are food and diet related, getting really specific with that. And again, it's going to be different for everyone, but I think if your goal is to have like a hot bod or something, even going deeper with that, like, how do you think it will make you feel? How would you feel in your ideal scenario?